Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to do algebraic long division. We'll start off with a nice polynomial, and I think it's easier to explain this by using an example instead of trying to explain it word by word. So we'll start with x cubed plus 7x squared plus 14x plus 8. And we're going to divide it by x plus 4. So this is like a numerator, this is the denominator over here. First step then, we need to think what term are we going to have to multiply x by to get x cubed. So effectively we're doing x cubed divided by x. And what we get from there is x squared. So that's going to be the first term in our answer, is x squared. Next step then, we're going to take our term up here and multiply it by the original divisor. What that gives us then is going to be x cubed plus 4x squared. And we write that down here, x cubed plus 4x squared. Then we take this off of the original numerator and we see what we get underneath. If we've selected our term correctly, the first term here will always be 0. It's just going to cancel out. And our next term then, 7 take away 4 gives us 3. So we've got plus 3x squared. Now we're going to drag down the next term. Because we have 2 here, we need to have 2 here as well. So that's plus 14x. So that just comes down. We've done nothing fancy there. And that's it. That's one step. And we just keep doing that over and over and over again. So next thing, to get from x to 3x squared, we have to multiply by 3x. So that's going to be our next term up here. It's 3x. Then we take this term, multiply it by this factor. So 3x times by x gives us 3x squared. 3x times by 4 gives us 12x. Then we take this off. So 3x squared minus 3x squared is 0. 14x minus 12x is 2x. And then we drag down the 8 to fill in the gap. And then we continue like we did before, doing the whole thing again. To get from x to 2x, we have to multiply by 2. And then we do the same thing. 2 times by x plus 4 is 2x plus 8. And what you can see here, these are the same. And what that means if they're the same is when we do the last takeaway, we have a 0. And this is going to be our remainder. So we've got a remainder of 0 here, meaning that x plus 4 is a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared plus 14x plus 8. Beautiful. So we can kind of, if you really want to write this out properly, think now that it's like x cubed plus 7x squared plus 14x plus 8 divided by x plus 4 is equal to our answer at the top. X squared plus 3x plus 2. Very nice indeed. I'll show you what happens then if it's not a perfect factor. It's all exactly the same, but we'll just have a number down here, but I'll show you how to write that at the end. So we'll start then, we'll have a new numerator, x cubed plus 10x squared minus 6x plus 3. And our factor, our denominator in this case, x plus 5. So I just picked these randomly, but anything will do basically. If you want to create questions, we just need to make sure that the 5 isn't a factor of the 3, just to guarantee it's not going to be a factor of it. It should work every single time. So we'll carry on like normal then. To get from x to x cubed, we need an x squared. Beautiful. And then we're going to take this, multiply by this one, so we get x cubed plus 5x squared. Then we take this away, so that's 0, and that's going to be 10 take 5, gives us 5x squared, and we bring down the minus 6x. Very nice indeed. Next step then, how do we go from x to 5x squared? Well, we need a 5x. And then we do the same thing, multiply this one by this one, 5x squared plus 25x in this case. And we take that off the row before. So this is going to be 0, minus 6 minus 25 is minus 31. X's are still there though. And then we bring down the 3. Last step then, x to 31x, well minus 31x, we need to have minus 31. So that's going to be the last term up here in our answer. And we do the same thing as always then, minus 31 times x plus 5 is minus 31x minus 155. And now we take it that way. So minus 31 minus minus 31 is 0. And then 3 minus negative 155 is the same as adding, so that's plus 158. So 158 was our remainder here. It's a very big remainder, but it doesn't really matter the size of the remainder. It should always be the same. And what we can say now then is writing it very similar to last time, that we have our original x cubed plus 10x squared minus 6x plus 3 divided by x plus 5 is equal to our answer, x squared plus 5x minus 31. And then plus, we have the remainder, 158, which we divide by the factor, x plus 5. This might look a little bit strange over here, but if we think about, let's say 12, and we divide it by 5, well, we know that's 2.4, but what we can actually say is that it's 2 plus a remainder of 2, and how we'd say the remainder of 2, but we're 2/5, because it was 2 parts of the whole that we needed, the 5. So it's exactly the same setup here. X plus 5 is the factor, x plus 5 is the factor, 5 is the factor, 5 is the factor, 158 is the remainder, 2 is the remainder. So they all match up 1 to 1.